Hello, hi everyone, I'm Tara. So I started this video a few minutes ago and I had to restart it, so I came to bring a video pertaining to me starting my channel a couple of years ago. I started with my dream journal pertaining to interpreting dreams. So when I started this channel, it was pertaining to the dreams that I would have. So this is for the ones that are, I guess you could say, beginners of not understanding what elevating and going through a spiritual ascension may start off or may start off as what it's like. Mine started off with very vivid dreams. I used to kind of blow it off, push it away, thinking like everyone was telling me, oh, it's just a dream. It's just a dream. It's just a dream. Well, no, they're not just dreams. Dreams are very vivid of what goes on in the subconscious when we're asleep, but we're not sleeping. So it's one particular dream I wanted to talk about, and that was the first one that I wrote in my dream journal that pertained to this house that I would go to. I would always have the same recurring dream of me showing up at this house in Louisiana. And the reason I say it was Louisiana is because the trees that were there. So I knew where I was in the dream state by the weeping willow trees of this house that I would approach with this very, very, very long, long driveway. The house is what I would consider to be a plantation house. So now that so many years have gone by, I'm starting to understand the dream. I've always understood it, but it's like more comes to me about this dream. I'm approaching this house. It takes me forever to actually get to the front porch of the house because the walkway or driveway is so long. It's blocks of walking before you actually approach the house. But every time I would approach this house and I get to the front porch, the doors open by a maiden and I would leave. I would just run from the house. And the same girl would always open the door to the house and say, welcome. We were waiting on you. So when I would leave the house, like, no, you're not waiting on me. Now I understand enough to speak on it. It's been come to me, but now I feel like the time is right to actually speak on this particular dream. The house I was running from was like a cult or a coven. That's what I do know. So that's why I would always leave, because I didn't want to be there. There was one time that I actually went into the house in the dream. The same girl opened the door and said, we've been waiting on you. And I finally decided to step foot in that house. It was a mansion. It was really, really big. I went through the house with her. She guided me through the house as if that was her duty to do that. And she would always come to the door. So she took me room to room. And as I walked through, there was a lot of women in this house, a lot of women. And they were women that looked like me. They were women of color, all of them. So I'm assuming it should have been a familiar place, assuming, but it wasn't. I didn't like that place. It just wasn't I just knew, even in the dream state, this was not where I was supposed to be. So as I was guided from the front door to through the house, the foyer, the bottom of the house, it was just one floor, seemed like. I went through the kitchen, which was huge. I mean, huge. There were many women in the kitchen, white on. They were maids, they were servants. Went through bedrooms. They knew who I was. Everyone spoke. Hi, 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 hi. So I ended up in a room that was, I'm assuming, was supposed to be my room. There were clothes there for me. There were two girls there. As I said before, one was in the rocking chair. One was sitting on the bed talking to me. They were trying to like groom me, I guess you could say, to make me feel comfortable with where I was, but I just didn't feel comfortable with where I was. And I was telling them I don't belong here. And how did you end up here? So now that I understand a little more, I understand everything that's taking place. I didn't want to be there. I didn't feel that was a place for me to be, even in the dream state. And that's why I know that I kept running from this house. It was a house of women that belonged to a group. That's what I'm going to say. A group. They were a group. They were a sisterhood. But I didn't fit. I didn't fit. And behind everyone in the house, there was a couple that was running everything. That was running everything. And if anyone has seen that video, the first video, that will tell you a lot about what I'm saying. That wasn't a house that I belonged at. And I see that. And then this spiritual realm and spiritual warfare that I have been put through my journey, that's what I'm fighting with in the world of things as we speak. It's fighting back against something that I didn't feel like I belonged to. My freedom. It wasn't a regular house. It wasn't. That being said, the other day I was talking with my daughter and she was showing me some footage on Instagram. I don't do Instagram. I don't do social media like that. I only have a YouTube page and I have a TikTok that I don't even use. But she showed me in Louisiana, this happened last week or so, I think, a slave plantation that caught fire. And it was used as like a tour site for people to go and visit. And all I could do is say, wow. Because when you see the footage on this video, the whole house was burned, but the little guest house on the back never caught fire. And the little guest house was a church that the slaves went to. That was the only part that didn't catch fire. And that's what everybody noticed on the video, is how did the main house catch fire and none of the rest of it caught fire. So that's just one of the dreams that I've had. The other is about the water and the crocodiles and everything that came out. Oh, there's many more, but those who are so relevant to me with what's really going on and what's been going on. Yeah. So, I always say everything is not for everybody. Even when I was in college, I was in high school, I pledged a sorority. I did. I pledged a sorority in high school, and they hazed me so bad. I was only in the 10th grade, and this particular sorority had girls that were like juniors and seniors, and they wanted me to be in their sorority. So I was a cheerleader. I decided to pledge the sorority and go along with, that was one of the worst things I could have ever did, me personally, in my life. My mom was so upset that she had to come to the school because of the hazing that they were doing and things they wanted me to do just because I was younger than them. And not only that, I was a cheerleader and I was in certain classes for like junior achievement and things like that. So I guess they had a point to prove to embarrass me. Sanctuary. The sanctuary resides in you, inside of you, no matter what is happening. This inner temple beckons you to enter. Take a deep breath, enter, sit down on the throne of your heart. And I said that because groups, I'm not good with groups. I'm not. My opinion does matter. I've always felt like my opinion matters. And as I got older and I see that courage, divine courage is not the absence of fear, but the nudge that says, keep going, do it, don't worry, all will be well. You have to be quiet enough to hear it. I'm not good with groups. That's just me personally. My opinion to me is very valid. My presence alone helps me to weave through things a lot better than different energies covering me. Independence. That is so true. I just said that. Me alone, I don't do well in groups. We have spaciousness here. Yeah. I'm an independent thinker. Groups, to me, are really good for certain things. Certain things. But when it comes to me and right now on my journey and learning what I'm learning now, my spirituality, it's not quite right. So I'm sure I'm not the only one that have had very vivid and lucid dreams. I know that, but when I put it out there about the dreams, it was mocked, it was shunned, but not for the reason I'm knowing now, not for the reason that I thought it was. No. Because it was true. It was very real. It did happen. And this dream, you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. Courageous Peony again falls under courage. So we have courage and courageous peony, which is exactly what's going on now. Having to show courage to speak on this topic again pertaining to the stream. The messenger is here. I'm gonna put that under independence. The messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony to balance, bringing harmony and balance. This needed to be discussed. It was so much going on at that time that I was really starting to think, was it just a dream? Was it? Until I had someone to reach out to me, and it was 3 people, back to back. One of them told me who I was. The other one told me who I was. And the third one told me who I was. Told me that my dreams were very vivid for a reason. Lost land, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. That's why my dreams were very vivid for a reason. Soul memories and gifts. You've done this before. There was something that the Holy Spirit wanted me to see and understand. Light worker, starseed, serve the world by being you. Double mission. Falls under courage, courageous peony. There was definitely something the Holy Spirit wanted me to see and understand. And it was definitely a part of who I am and my knowing. Especially being that some people don't even understand or remember that they dreamt. Some people say that you don't dream every night, and I know that you do. And the ones that do, they don't remember their dreams. I remembered my dreams because I was called to be a messenger on a double mission. And there's many others that are too. You're the courageous peony. It takes a lot for you to stand up and speak on things like this. It took courage. Yeah, it did. It took a lot of courage, and it still does take a lot of courage because most people are going to call you weird. They're going to say you're strange, you're different. Why are you talking about a dream you keep having? It's because for many, about 2 or 3 years, it could have been 3 years, this same dream. It was just like, sometimes I just didn't even want to go to sleep because when I would fall asleep, it's like, damn, here we go. Do I have to go through this again? Sometimes I would pray I didn't even have that dream because I'm walking down. I'm not driving. I'm actually walking to this house. And it is so, I'm not going to say creepy, but it's an eerie feeling. It is because of how it looks, where it is. But I wasn't afraid. It was just eerie. It was just eerie. But once the door was open to this house, I just didn't want to go in it because what was behind the door just didn't sit well in my spirit. And once I saw who owned the house, I was like, hell no. I don't belong there. That's not for me. I just couldn't go. Earth, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. Under messenger. And independence. I could not go. She's sitting in this little egg, protected and nurtured. My fingers. She's sitting there. It's like this little bubble. And she's so protected. The messenger is over her. It's like, come, welcome. I have you now. I have you now. You're safe. You're safe with me. They're on a double mission. Having to separate light and dark, having to separate spiritual from earthly things is not easy. It is really not, especially being a messenger. So you're getting these downloads, not just in everyday life, walking around. You're getting downloads even when you go to sleep in your dream state. And you wonder sometimes, am I even free to just think or be? Am I? It was one point I was starting to wonder, am I even just, I'm not normal. I just didn't feel like I was normal. I didn't, because I didn't know anybody else that would have dreams like this. Or when I would talk to people about these dreams, but every time I was always protected. Someone was always there with me through these dreams to get me away from everything I didn't feel safe from. Yeah. Guiding, guiding me. Sanctuary, courage, independence, and spaciousness. You're on a double mission, definitely. Not for everyone. You have done this before, you'll do it again. But this time, you won't miss. You're going to show courage. You're going to be the courageous peony. I have courage twice. Courage, courageous peony, and double mission. You're on this mission independently. Independently. The Hermit. This is an independent mission for you. For you. You're entrusted with it for a reason. You've done this many times. You've done this before. You've done this so many times. It's a double mission for a reason. Because Spirit knew you could handle this mission. Spirit entrusted you with this mission and this goal to deliver these messages, to be a messenger. And courage has been placed in you many of times. You have courage, and you have her being courageous, the courageous peony. You're on a double mission. So of course you're protected. It may not seem like you're protected, but you are definitely protected. The Hermit is so aged and wise. Spirit knows, my Father knows who to give these missions to. That's why I always say not everyone is chosen. Not, people are chosen, but everyone's not chosen for certain things. You have negativity in reverse. The Hermit is wise. The courageous peony is wise. This young lady that's on a double mission is definitely wise. She's been blessed with a double mission, not just a mission. And we have the Hermit here with negativity. But there we go. We have the Hierophant here. So it's definitely a godly, divinely protected mission that you are being placed upon as a messenger that is very independent, courageous, and you're wise enough to understand. You're wise enough to understand. You were chosen because you are the Hermit. I'm not saying others are not, but the Hermit is here. The Hermit is aged. The Hermit is wise. The Hermit is a knower. The Hermit is intuitive. Very much so. They're very much so intuitive. And the Hierophant falls next to them. The Hierophant falls under Messenger. And the Messenger card reminds me of the Hierophant. independence. Here's art. Art. So just what we're talking about is a part of artistry in its own form. In its own form. What do we have for double mission? Courage and courageous piano. Why is art here? The Hermit. Oh, that was a lot. Got the Chariot. The Knower and Nurturing. Nurturing and the Knower. It's too many. Take the Chariot. Someone is moving forward with courage, courageous peony, and their double mission. Someone is definitely moving forward. The Man of Cups flipped over. Let's see the Star. What else we have? We have creativity for the Hierophant. Creativity. Oh. So we have art, the Chariot, and creativity. This is your work. This is your artistry. You'll be moving forward on your double mission as the courageous peony, courageously, with your creativity. And your creativity is not going to be like everyone else's. No, it's not. But you're protected with the Messenger, the Hierophant, your own independence, and being a human in this world, but not of it. And you're protected with that. That's a form of your protection, saying that it's okay. It's okay to go through this journey. Just as you're doing. You're going to be guided. You're going to be assisted. Spirit is definitely going to be here to assist you. I see sorrow in reverse. Spirit is here with you along that walk. Fulfillment. And it fell on creativity. So it goes on to art. Spirit is definitely here with you on this journey. You understood that you're not for everyone. Just as Spirit understands, God understands that you're going to make mistakes along the way. And you'll be cut some slack. You'll be cut some slack because of that. I see love here. You'll be cut some slack. Someone's going to show you love. Someone is going to bring you love. You're going to be fulfilled. You're going to have someone to help you through this journey. Not just Spirit, not just God alone being there for you, which is enough, more than enough. But God is going to send you some assistance. You're going to have some help. What do we have for courage and double mission? Strength fell out. You're going to have some help. Courage, courageous peony. Double mission. Negativity is in reverse. You're moving forward. You're going to be fulfilled. Creativity. Disappointment in reverse fell on top of that. Well, there's sorrow in reverse. Disappointment and sorrow. Fulfillment comes right before sorrow in reverse. You're going to be fulfilled, totally fulfilled. Six of Cups. What do we have? Time and space. Double mission, time and space. You're not gonna know when. Don't worry about that part. Nothing comes before it's due. Dullness is in reverse under disappointment in reverse. That's why time and space is here. Some things have to be cleared out the way for you to progress and move forward, to have this fulfillment. You have the strength, but there's some things that still God's got to do his work. Because he's got to preserve you. He has to preserve you. So time and space is here. Some things have to be maneuvered, kind of switched around for you to have this fulfillment. You're the preserver. Some things have to be maneuvered and out of the way before he can push you right on through. Illumination. Yeah, you know. So he can push you. Some things have to be moved out of the way. You're illuminated to that. Look what's behind that. That's why some things got to be pushed out the way before you can come and maneuver through. Spirit has to do his job first, so you can walk through. I be feeling like the man when I walk through. Yep, like that, like that. Yeah, you're gonna walk through. I hope you have some clothes on. Because right now, you're the preserver. Reflection is here under time and space. Some things are being reflected upon. There's reflection taking place. Look at him. He's reflecting. He is actually reflecting. He's reflecting. He's thinking. He's deep in thought. God has to preserve you. Integrity. Nine of Wands. You're about to come through. Some things about to take off. Some things about to lift off. It's taking a process. We've got Hangman in reverse. So this action is in effect. I don't know why I keep thinking the number 9. 9 months. 9 weeks. $11 months. The High Priestess, she flipped over. Narrowness. 9 of Crystals. That's why Spirit has to preserve you. Yeah, trust that, and the Rejoicer is here because of narrowness. It flew way over here. Some Spirit has to preserve you because of this. Trust that everything is taking place in due time and divine time. It's happening. It's definitely happening now. Maybe haven't transpired totally now, but it's happening now. The Rejoicer falls under the Courageous Peony and Double Mission. There's 2 people in that card, well, 2 faces in that card. One person, same person, but 2 different faces. And she has a double mission. So 2 sides have been shown for this person. There's 2 sides. She's a woman of cups. And she's also the woman of worlds. She's the preserver. Those are the 2 sides to her. The spiritual, water. The earthly, the earth. Definitely. What else do we need to see? So yeah, she's going to have many faces. And as I was speaking about the dreams, oh, the sun is here. She's going to have many faces. Because as I was speaking about the dream, the subconscious, the balancing of things, the spirit. Ooh, death card. It's about to be an ending to a lot of things. It is. It's going to be some deaths to some things. All because of what I said at the beginning. It has to be some death put to some things, because when a person is on an assignment that the divine has put them on, spirit has put them designated to do, that's an assignment and it has to be accomplished. So only a certain amount of things are going to stand in the way, only but for so long. And before spirit says there has to be a death to that, and trust it, I'm going to come through and put a death to some things so you can maneuver, so you can maneuver. I have a task for you. I have a task for you. So out of everything that I need you to do, I'm going to clear a pathway for you to do just what you need to do. Be rejoiceful and be happy. And let the sun shine in while doing so. And by you doing that and letting your sun shine in, Emperor's here. By you doing that and letting the sun shine in and rejoicing, I'm going to do my part. I'm going to do my part, the universe. The universe is here to protect, to make sure that everything that I sent you to do is accomplished. Players in reverse. So when I send you to do your job, rejoicer, this type of energy won't be in your way. The players will be in reverse. And the universe said, I'm going to make sure that I'm here for you to do that. There'll be some depths to some things. Trust that. Trust it. I see censor. You've sensed a lot of things. You know a lot of things. You understand a lot of things. Your interpretation of things are on point. Inventor. Your interpretation of things, of what you're doing, your understanding of things is on point. You're the inventor. However you invent it, just stay aspiring. However you invent it, keep that truth. Keep that hand up. That is your truth. However you invent it, just make it logical. Just make it logical. But being the hermit, I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. It will bring fulfillment. It's definitely going to bring fulfillment. But it's also going to bring a whole lot of depth to some things. Things that you knew and didn't know. Known and unknown. Learner. Because you're aspiring to learn. You're aspiring to know. You're aspiring for what is and what's supposed to be. You're the rejoicer. And the hermit. and you're learning and you're welcoming. So yeah, of course, things are going to be cleared out your way for you to use this creativity and to be this messenger and to get this message across for those that want to hear it. You have the actor in reverse. For those that want to hear it, for those that need it, for those that want that understanding, passion. Passionate about it. Ten of Cups. The filler is here. You're passionate about it. Of course, the filler is here. So you will be allowed to do just what you need to do to maneuver through this card that's way over here by itself through narrowness. There's definitely narrowness going on here. Don't worry. I saw the Empress. Don't worry. Equilibrium. You're going to have equilibrium. You're definitely going to have equilibrium. The High Priestess and the Empress is here. You're a filler. There it goes. Equilibrium is going to bring change. Or change is going to bring equilibrium. Along with passion. This could be from a partner. This could be from your work. But you're going to be very passionate about whatever it is you put your hands on, filler. You're going to bring change. You're definitely bringing change. That's Child of Cups. Doesn't necessarily mean a child. Learner. You're a child at heart. Courage. Courageous. There it goes. Devil's play fell out. And it fell on equilibrium. Why is Devil's play here? Because someone has been playing around in your creativity while you've been trying to invent your independence as a messenger. Devil's play is here. Yeah, someone is pretty obsessed. That's obsession. That's obsession. Filler. The Lovers. Passion, change, and the Lovers. Someone is going through the fillers here. Devil's play. Let's change here with the Lovers. The High Priestess. Yeah, we got the Learner, the Filler. Of course, she has these knowings because she is a filler. And we got them in the same row again. There they are. Again. The same row. All of them. This is a person of many, many ages. This is a person of much wisdom. They are all-knowing. They are. 6, 2. Why is the High Priestess here next to Devil's play. She sees it. She sees exactly what's going on in this card. She is facing them. So, she sees exactly what's going on in this card while facing them. She's got one eye open. And they don't think she's watching. She's watching. She is looking. Synergy. Synergy. Fall under the Lovers. The Swans. Six of Worlds. Oh, they're in love. And Swans mate for life. They're in love. It's change coming. It's change coming in a relationship. I see reward. It's change definitely coming. You're going to have someone to help you through this. This flipped over in the deck. Courage again. Someone is going to have courage. I'm going to take this out. 1, 2, I have 3 courage cards in the same exact row. Courage at the top heading, the courageous peony, and courage at the bottom. You're going to start with courage and you're going to end with courage. And there's going to be someone sent in here for you. It may be a lover. Maybe. They're here with passion and change and synergy. But they're going to help you. They're going to have courage too. Someone knows that you've been up against people. Someone sees everything that's been going on. Someone understands this devil's play. Somebody understands. She fell on courage. The High Priestess. Courage. Oh, it's 2 cards. The Empress and Harvest falls under Devil's play. So yeah, someone has been doing just that. Trying to harvest. Trying to harvest your Empress energy. Someone is trying to harvest your gifts. Yeah, they have. And your equilibrium. Anger. I just said it. Somebody was trying to harvest your stuff. Fortune. Someone may look at you and consider you fortunate. So they want what you have. They do. The Lovers are here. Passion, change, lovers, synergy, and fortune. Someone looks at you as fortunate. Courage, anger. Empress. Empress. Fortune here, the Empress. What I need to see. Logic. She's logical. She's going to use logic. She's going to do just what she was sent here to do and be a messenger. Knowing that they're protected through it. And they're going to use logic. Someone is angry. Someone is angry. And someone has been trying to harvest energy. Logic, anger. Growth. You'll grow back this harvest. You will get your bounty back. You will grow this harvest back. It will come back for you full circle. It will come back. You're going to have growth. You're going to have growth. There's a surfer here that falls under fortune and synergy and lovers. And I always get this Man of Cups card. Always get this same one. Someone wants growth with you. Someone knows what somebody's been doing to you too. They know that. And they look at you as pretty. They do. This is how they look at you. This Man of Cups looks at you this way. Growth, purity. Because they know what someone has done to you. Someone knows. White candles. Someone definitely knows. Someone may be burning a white candle. Magician. Someone may be burning a white candle in prayer for you. That's possible. It's possible. I see a white candle being burnt. Purity. So that you can have growth. The Magician is here. The Guardian is here. So the Guardian falls under purity and logic. But next to the Magician. So someone understands what you have gone through. You're so protected. You are. You really are. Oh. The Moon in reverse. Because someone knows. Not just you know. Someone else, a lot of people probably know about all these things. All these things. And someone's going to show you compassion. Star. Someone's going to show you compassion. Someone is very sentimental behind what you went through. That's why they want to show you compassion. Oh, Noah is here. And I see harmony. Noah is here in harmony. They want to show, someone wants to help you. Someone wants to show you compassion. They realize what you went through. And I keep saying that. You're a little different. You're a little different from the norm. Yeah, you are. You're different. And someone sees that, exactly that. So that to be said, you're going to have someone to help you through this journey of independence and self-sufficiency as a messenger. They may be a Hierophant type energy. They may be a Hierophant type of energy. Hierophant represents what? Taurus. They understand who you are, and they know that you're courageous. So they're in Hierophant type energy. And you're in Hermit type energy, and probably also the Hierophant type energy as the courageous peony. You've been in your sanctuary. It's time for you to let your creativity shine so you can grow. Someone's been trying to harvest your energy. They're angry and devil's energy. You're going to have equilibrium. It's been a Man of Wands in reverse. You're going to bring sunshine, happiness, integrity. No dullness, no disappointment, but total creativity. Totally. And that's going to help you through your journey. That will be your independence. That would definitely be your independence. Your creativity is going to be what gets you through this. But you have to be a messenger. That is part of your creativity. And you have to show courage. You have to show courage. Because you have done this before. You've done this before. So you're freestanding now. You fed that inner child. You have. Now it's time for the grown woman to step out. Independence is here. Some are not going to like it, and it's okay. But it's not about what they like or not like, because you have a duty and a task, and you're expected to accomplish it. So, that's the first part of that. And I see marathon. You're expected to accomplish it. You have a journey that you're expected to accomplish. You have a duty and a task as a messenger. Courageous Peony, the high priestess, the empress, they all have an assigned duty. And in this part of life that we're living in, that must still go on, regardless of whether people believe in it or not. We still have to break some of these, what they call generational curses. People don't speak on that. I see abundance. People don't speak on that. But just because you don't speak on it doesn't mean it's not real. Just because we don't talk about it doesn't mean it doesn't exist or going on. It's going on. But some things are so shunned upon. And that's why we live in the realities that we live in, is because people don't want to talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about anything. Everybody wants to shh and push everything under the rug. No. All eyes on you. It girl. These are so thick. It girl. Number 28. Make a wish. Number 29. Fresh start. Number 1. And daydreaming. Number 22. So you're going to have a fresh start. And that's just what I was saying. You're about to start. You've already started this journey. And now it's happening. Your fresh start is here. All eyes are on you. Make that wish. Daydreaming should have been the first card. Daydreaming. Then fresh start. All eyes on you and make a wish. Now is the time to make that wish on whatever it is you want to wish upon. That star. Your time is here. And I always tell people, time is something we can't get back. Release ritual. So maybe you need to burn some things and release some people. I kept getting the Great Severing card the other day. You need to release some people. Because release ritual falls under all eyes on you. All eyes on you, and release. Some people you're going to have to release. So, yeah, release ritual. What do we have for Make-A-Wish? Indulge. So after you make that wish, number 50, indulgence is coming. It's coming. You'll have a pick of whatever you like. Whatever you like, fill your cup. Fill your cup. Soothe your taste buds. Make a wish, because it's coming. The time is coming for you to indulge. What do we have for fresh start? What do we have for fresh start? Tidy up. So your way is in reverse, but I'm looking at it as upright. Either way it goes, it's okay, because you have it above fresh start, and tidy up. So you're going to have a fresh start. So any residuals of anything that's left around your area, doorstep, clean it up so that the new can come in. Like I was saying about the reading we just finished with to bring this one in. It's giving the same energy. So there's a fresh start for you here. You're cleaning up your space. You're tidying up your area for it to come through. Any residuals, remove them. Any debris, get it out the way. And there you go. I just said it. Deep knowing of that. There's a deep knowing of everything I just said. Clean the residuals so you can have your fresh start. Your deep knowing is definitely here. You know what's going on. Congrats on your future, babe. Make a wish. Release some people, release some things, energies, so you can indulge. Your fresh start is here. Tidy up your area, space, surrounding areas. Because it's coming. It's coming. Divine timing is here. You have a deep knowing and an understanding. And who else can talk to a little butterfly? Who can talk to a butterfly? She's literally talking to the butterfly, and it's landing right there on her hand, and it's okay. Divine timing. In due time. And this has art on it. I just noticed that. Each book has art. The reading I just did said it would be full of creativity and art. That's it. There you go. There you go. Make a wish. Make a wish. Your fresh start is coming. It's definitely coming. You'll be able to present in your bag. Oh, but on the back, you got a comparison. Oh, yeah. No, she don't look like me. You're gonna see it soon. You know it. Inner strength, study, Black art history. I keep seeing art. Art is here too. It's your art. It is definitely your art. It is your art. It is your art. Whichever way, form, fashion that you're an artist, that's what you're going to represent. That's what you're going to represent. And that's what you're going to bring out. And that's what you'll showcase. We have body work in reverse. Anything else I need to see? Anything else? I guess that's it. It's time. Oh, it is time. Boss up. She's planning. She's planning for this fresh start, this tidy up. Divine timing is here. She's looking at a planner. And she's done some studying. So it's time to start planning on what you're going to do with your creative skills and your creative work. You are here to be a messenger and to bring messages to those that don't understand. You're here to help them with their downloads and to help them to follow their spark. There it is. There it is. Follow their spark. That is your job. That is your duty, is to help guide others to get them on a good foot. For some people, it's draining. For some people, they're going to say, oh, don't do that. You're putting too much energy in that. You're being a people pleaser. You're doing that. It doesn't matter. Your job is not the same as an accountant. Your job is not the same as a grocery store clerk. Your job is not the same as me even doing the hair on the side as a beautician. No. This job right here, on what I'm speaking on, that I must do and others must do, it's nothing to do with the common every day-to-day walk through life. It's not. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's not your day-to-day. It's definitely not. It's definitely spiritual. So that's a different sign and duty that you have to do, that Spirit has assigned you to, personally. It's a personal thing. Chosen to do. Explore. Chosen to do it. Follow your spark. Bossing up, it's the time is now to follow that spark. You have a deep knowing already of what is going on. That was like the beginning of the reading. All eyes on you. Make that wish. It's here. It's time to indulge. Do your release ritual. Tidy up your area, your space, your surrounding areas. There's a deep knowing about what you need to do. You've already understood that task, what that journey consists of. Some things are going to be thrown on your path in your journey that you may not get, you may not understand, but time is not running out. Time is not running out. You have the inner strength. You've done the study. Body work is in reverse. You're okay. You're okay. Boss up if you haven't, and follow your spark. It's time. It's time for you to enjoy your life. It's time for you to follow that dream, that little star up there in the sky. Say, you can do it. You can do it. Yes, you can. I bet you can. I bet you can. I know you can. I believe in you. You got this. Got it. You got this. So all of what I started out with about the dream and the dream interpreting and all of that, it's not by chance that I had that particular dream at all. It was everything that was going on around me at that time, of people that I didn't know that they were doing certain things or involved in certain things. And so when I cut off one, I cut off all. I cut off one. You got to cut the head of the snake. They say once you cut that off, you cut it all out. Yeah, you had to cut it all off. So one person trickled down to many people. Many people. And it was one of the best things I could have done in my life. I have no regrets. I have no regrets about walking that journey alone. And I'm so grateful for it. And I'm so thankful. Because of that journey, it's the person I am today. Because of that journey. If I hadn't gone through that, I probably wouldn't be the person that I am now. That was very humbling. It was a very deep life experience to go through some of the things that I have seen and gone through. I think about all the time some of the videos I hear and some of the things that people say and things that I know for a fact were done to me, for sure. For sure. Then I think back to when I was a young girl and all the things that I've seen and gone through. I'll talk about that another time. I'm going to actually write down some things tonight to help me remember that for the video tomorrow. Definitely is no mistake that I'm definitely here to bring some messages to some people. It is no mistake on why I'm still here, why I'm here. My aunt gave me this little card a long time ago, and it said God's girl. And I didn't understand the deeper meaning behind that card, but yeah, God's girl. So regardless of whether I do this, I do an oracle, I do a blessed deck, I do just word of mouth, I'm going to give the same message. It's going to be the same message come out of my mouth that's going to come out in these cards. Just because of the message that I'm supposed to send. I can't give any kind of message. I can't get up here and lie. I can't. Not just saying because I can't, like literally. Oh, it's 1-11-11-11 on my clock. Well, all these ones just went across. I cannot give any message, just any type of message, because I'm dependent upon to give a message that has to be honest and clear and what needs to be heard for whatever specific person that I'm reading and giving a message for at that time. It must be. I don't have a choice. I don't. No. But I choose to give an honest one along with me having to give an honest one. It feels really good to know that that's all I can do. That's all I can do. I'm blessed. I thank God for everything. That's all I can do. I'm gonna pull a couple from here. I was pulling from this deck. So we got good woman, good man, resilient. I don't never use these. I've been had them put up. Someone is miserable and a sad person. Someone is a weak person. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. You will. With what I was just doing the reading on. And we pulled out strong person. So we have weak person, miserable, sad person, strong person. Yes, you will. A resilient person, a good man, a good woman. And somebody is unloving and uncaring. I don't know what these say. I'm gonna see. Someone has a child or children. I know I have a few. I have 3. They're grown, but I have 3. So someone has a child or children. Oh, I see bad woman behind here. Oh, let's keep these put up. I pulled the ones I needed. We already got unloving and uncaring. I think that's enough. So we need more people that are caring, that are loving, that are nurturing, that are willing, that are wanting, that are understanding to do this thing that we go through called life. And that's willing to go through it without any little knots. Just go through it. Free flow through it. Flow through it. Nobody ever said it was going to be easy. I always say that. But at the end of the day, while going through the journey, I don't feel like the divine ever lets you go while you're going through it. I don't feel like the divine ever lets you go. Well, not he, spirit is always present there with you. You'll never fall. You'll never fall. You may start dropping, but you will never hit the bottom again. You won't. You've been through that part. So this part is a little bit more tread lightly, but it's not as hard if you've been through more than one spiritual awakening. This is the part that we can get through. This is the part for you to follow your spark. This is the part for you to show your creativity. This is the part for you to use your double mission and show them, not everyone. That's why I'm very leery about what I say here. Very. But those that want to know, that really are invested in what this journey is like, they will come to you. Those will be the ones that you help. Those will be the ones that Spirit will assist you in guiding. The meek. The meek. I thank you so much. This one wasn't as giddy and fun. This one was more serious. But I've been thinking about that for a long, long time. And the presence, it was a strong presence in that dream. Very strong presence. And I guess that's why that dream always sat with me. And where I stand in my life personally. I didn't want entrapment. I didn't want to be enslaved to a system, you could say. That house was an enslavement of a system. So maybe tomorrow or so I'll talk about it a little bit more. Because the person that was behind the curtains of that house was someone that I knew. It was someone that I knew. Yeah, that was the discouraging part about it. Once I got through the house and saw who was in the house, I knew that person. I knew them. And they were doing that to people in real life. In real life. Entrapping women in a home. They were. Yeah. Yeah. So, I thank you so much for listening. I don't know how far this one is going to go, but this one is going to be one of the ones that I really, really am proud of myself that I brought forward. Truly. I think others can really relate to what I'm saying on this particular video. So if you think outside of the box and you know what I'm getting at, then you'll know what I'm saying. Truly, you'll know. I was one that they couldn't entrap. I was just one that was very rebellious when it came to the things that they would say to me to keep me there. It was more than just the house and the dream. It was a real house. Life, real life. But they couldn't keep me there. You couldn't entrap me there. I knew better. Some of the other ones probably didn't know better, but I knew better. So I would question everything. And that became a problem. You couldn't groom me. That became a problem. So, I wasn't as naive as you thought. Can't always judge a book by its cover. No, you cannot. So, I thank you so much for listening. I'm really going to end it now. But yeah, that's been really bothering me. So, good night, you guys. I'll check you out tomorrow and have a good night. God bless.